Are you an agency owner, marketer, or business owner looking to make your design stand out? What if I told you there's a single design element that could dramatically boost your brand's visibility and engagement? It's called contrast. Stick around to learn how to leverage contrast and make your brand stand out. Hey, my name is Mike and welcome to Delesign. Today I'll be sharing with you a fundamental principle of design that can make or break your visual creations: contrast. If you're ready to create designs that pop, captivate viewers, and leave lasting impression, you're in the right place. Let's explore what contrast is, why it matters, and how to use it effectively. Contrast is the art of juxtaposition. It's about using opposing elements, light versus dark, big versus small, smooth versus rough, to create visual excitement and drama. Contrast is the arrangement of opposite elements in a design to create visual interest, drama, and excitement. It's all about making certain elements stand out by differing them from others. This could be through size, color, shape, or even type. Without contrast, designs fall flat, blending into a monotonous visual landscape. So, why is contrast important? First, focus. It guides the viewer's eye like a spotlight on a stage. Depth and dimension. It adds layers to your design, making it more engaging. Clarity and readability. It makes text easier to read and information easier to understand. Emotion and impact. It can evoke feelings of excitement, urgency, or sophistication. Before diving into the different types of contrast, it's crucial to identify the subject of your design. This involves asking yourself a few key questions. What is the most important element you want to highlight? What message are you trying to convey? Once you've pinpointed your subject, you can strategically use contrast to make it more noticeable element in your design. Let's look at some examples to see this in action. In this image, the small figure of the hiker is almost lost against the large sun and towering mountains. The tiny size of the hiker makes it difficult to determine the main focus, showcasing how a lack of contrast can impact visibility. Now, look at images A and B. See how it's easier to determine the focus? This image of the hiker is much larger in the foreground, immediately drawing your attention. The contrast in size emphasizes the hiker's journey and determination, making them dominant element in the composition. By thoughtfully arranging elements and using contrast, you can guide your viewer's eye and effectively convey your intended message. Whether it's emphasizing a character's journey or highlighting an important message, mastering contrast can elevate your design and make it truly impactful. Now, let's go with contrast of size. Having a contrast of size adds visual interest to the composition and helps establish key elements in your layout. For example, if you have a character you wanted to emphasize, the viewer will naturally focus on it first. This technique is great for highlighting the most important subject. Look at these two designs. Here, on example B, your eyes are immediately drawn to the king because it's the largest element on the page, signaling its importance. Next, let's talk about the contrast of type. This involves the use of different fonts, colors, and sizes to make your text more engaging and readable. Look at this example. Using contrasting typefaces can make your messages more memorable. A larger, more visible color for more important text can emphasize its significance, drawing the viewer's attention immediately. Now, let's delve into the concept of giving meaning in your designs. It's all about how the elements you choose can tell a story or convey a specific message. Here we see a deer and a wolf of equal size. This composition suggests a sense of balance and equality between the two subjects. There's no immediate hierarchy and both elements share the viewer's attention equally. But if you use contrast in this image, the wolf in the foreground is much larger compared to the deer in the background. The contrast of size implies that the wolf is more dominant or more significant element in the scene. It immediately draws your attention, giving it a sense of power and importance. Conversely, in this image, the deer is in the foreground and significantly larger than the wolf in the background. This composition shifts the viewer focus to the deer, suggesting it is the key subject of the narrative. The simple changes in size and placement within the composition can drastically alter the perceived meaning and focus of your design. By thoughtfully arranging elements, you can guide your viewer's eye and convey the intended message more effectively. Next, we have contrast of color. Color contrast is arguably one of the key principles of design. It's something you're probably familiar with, but not all color contrasts are equally appealing. Using complementary colors or high contrast colors can make your designs pop and draw attention to specific areas. For example, using a bright color for a call to action button against a neutral background makes it stand out, compelling users to engage more frequently. Lastly, contrast of shape. Utilizing contrast in shape will allow you to deepen the level of contrast to attract more attention to an area. See this layout, where all the elements are squares, but right in the middle, there's a circle. The viewer's attention will go directly to the circle because it's different from the rest of the elements. This technique is useful for highlighting specific features or information. The power of contrast in design and composition cannot be overstated. Contrast is the secret sauce that transforms good design into unforgettable ones. It's in the bold packaging that grabs your attention on the shelves and those compelling ads that make you click. When you master contrast, you wield a tool that can shape how people perceive and interact with your designs. Thanks for joining me today. Remember, practice makes perfect. So experiment, play, and have fun discovering how contrast can elevate your design game. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more design inspirations. Thank you for watching.